Oh no. Yeah, we've got a problem down there. That's our crawl space. That's the thing of nightmares. There's all kinds of curiosities from the depths of Hades down there. Spiders and whatnot. And please. And yeah, you hear that noise? I don't know. Hello? Nightmares? Well, I believe that's a busted pipe of water of some sort. I called the plumbers, and they said they was on some wait list, and here I haven't heard back from them yet. So, I mean, I'm not going down there. I don't really feel like dying today, so I'm hoping to hear back from the plumber. Hey, what the problem is? What's wrong? You wake up from your nap? Oh, hey, what's the matter? You okay? Are you hungry? All right, well, you're hungry, I suppose. In the process. Hey, we're in the process. We're in the process. Hey, don't get yourself all worked. I'm in the process. Yeah. We're in the process. I know you're hungry, that's why we're feeding. Remember? Patience. Hey, I'm taking a big risk here by feeding you in my white shirt. Please help me out here. Help your dad out. I'm taking a real big risk. Alright, so sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Sometimes you just gotta vlog while feeding your baby. Hey, see, I told you. I'll always give you what you need. You just gotta, hey. So today is another day, just Lincoln and I start my new, what in tarnation is the problem? I start my new, you don't want me to vlog right now? I start my new fall schedule where I was working from 12 to 5, but now I'm working from 3 to 7 p.m. So it's just the boys all day, and then Kristen picks them up from my mom after she gets off work. But Kristen has a late night tonight because she has to do a, like an AA class. She has to do so many of these for a thingy for her work. So anyway, she's excited about it, but she misses Lincoln and me. Also, it's raining outside, like crazy raining. So I thought I'd share something with you that might bring you some value today. Last night was the first day of my new schedule, and Kristen got off work, and she just wasn't used to not having me home right away. So it was just kind of a tricky day. You know, just getting down and really getting used to a new schedule and a little bit of a new way of doing things, eating supper a little bit later. And so she was just finding herself getting a little bit frustrated with certain things. I did some rearranging in the house. I moved Lincoln's pack and play, and I put his swing where the pack and play was, and she got frustrated. She didn't know where the pack and play was, and this whole thing with our pipe breaking, and there was something else that didn't go right, and she found herself spiraling into negativity where, you know, I'm sure you can relate, where it just seems like everything's going wrong, right? When it rains, it pours, right? Like, see what I did there? Because it's raining, and so it just seems like a lot of stuff goes wrong at once, and you can find yourself getting super negative and super down. And something that I do, and that Kristen and I do together when we feel ourselves starting to get that way, getting negative, spiraling out of control, negativity, is we start saying things that we're grateful for. Just right then and there, stop what we're doing and say things that we're grateful for. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for Lincoln. I'm grateful for Kristen. I'm grateful for 2 cars that run. And once you start saying things that you're grateful for, that's one way that we snap out of that negative cycle. Because once you can get into that negative cycle, that stinking thinking that Kristen calls it, it's really, really hard to get out of it. And you find yourself in a funk. And then once you get in that funk, it's almost, oh gosh, it seems sometimes like it's impossible to get out of it. That cycle of negativity. And the way that we do it is by saying things that we're grateful for. Start small. And it really can help. Kristen was able to snap out of it, and we were able to enjoy the rest of our evening. There, you better? Is that better now? Whee, look at these thingies. Yeah, I'm not sure what they are, but they're fun, huh? Yeah. Alright, you play with your friends, and I'll continue continue the vlog if that's okay. So, because it's relevant and to the theme of today's video and sort of what I'm trying to talk about, I want to share with you my favorite Bible passage. So I try to one thing I try to do is anytime, I really like referencing the Bible for myself if I'm dealing with something or giving advice, or if I'm in trouble, or there's something that just advice in general, or just read the Bible. So anyways, so in the book of Luke, Luke chapter 12 verse 22, the subtitle is "Do Not Worry," and it says, "Then Jesus said to his disciples," so he is talking to his disciples, the 12 dudes who followed him and did stuff. "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you'll eat, what your body. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, or about your body, what you will wear. Life is more than food, and the body more than clothes. Consider the ravens. They do not sow or reap, yet they have no storeroom or barn, yet God feeds them. And how much more valuable are you than birds? Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? Since you cannot do this very little thing, why do you worry about the rest?" You hear that, Link? Don't worry. There's a lot of songs about that, right? Don't worry, be happy, right? It's got some Bob Marley, Three Little Birds, don't worry about a little thing. So, who among us can add a single hour of our life by worrying about things? Now, there's a difference between worrying about things and taking action. Bear is over there. Bear, that's not yours. Hey, that's not your toy. That's for Link, but you can play with it if you want. Want to play with us? You tootin'? Hey, are you tootin'? Just the boys. What a special day. It's just the 3 boys in here. Okay, let me just put you back down. I am using Lincoln's jammy drawer to put the camera up, so there's that. Okay, so none of us can add any time by worrying. There's a difference between worrying about stuff and getting stuff done. So what I mean is, we've got some issues right now. We've got a broken pipe underneath our home. I've looked at it. I'm not going down all the way down there, but I've made the phone call. I've done what I can do for right now. So I'm not, as the crawl space continues to have water in it, I don't believe it's flooding, which is good, but I personally can't do anything right now. I'm awaiting a phone call. If that phone call doesn't come in a reasonable time, I will call another plumbing service, and that's my next step. So this Bible passage isn't saying, hey, you don't ever have to do anything ever. It basically is, you're going to be taken care of. Everything's going to be fine. You can't add any value to your life, any minutes to your life by worrying, so don't. Do what you can do. Focus on what you can focus on. Focus on what you can control, and move on. Something that I always try to tell myself and Kristen is, if we're feeling upset or stressed, name it, make a plan for it, move on. That's that, right, Link? Gotta move on. Yeah. If you're feeling blue, name it and move on. It's like yesterday when you couldn't roll and then you figured it out, right? Okay. Well, anyway, that's gonna do it for today. We're gonna finish our day, just 3 boys, enjoying our time. Don't worry. Not gonna worry about anything. We're just gonna live our day, right, Link? You probably have another stinky diaper in there, don't you? Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyways, find your gift, share it with the world, and remember, you are worth it. Yeah. You want to finish it? See you tomorrow.